Hello, friends. Good tea. My name is Firdaus Sheikh, your host for this evening. I'm Senior Manager from Swiss Education Foundation, an exclusive platform to promote Switzerland as a study destination. This is our 17th talk show and broadcasted live on Facebook, YouTube, and LinkedIn. Every alternate Friday, we aim to bring in the eminent speakers to discuss the topic that will help you to explore this beautiful country, which has been the favorite destination for Bollywood shootings, family vacations, and definitely for education. Those who are listening to us for the first time, we are Swiss Education, India's largest platform offering hospitality, business, and culinary programs at elite and top ranked colleges of Switzerland. Our students have been awarded a total scholarship of rupees 7.30 crore to study in Switzerland. We offer airport to airport service and nothing leaves to chance. Well, so let's move on to our today's topic, that is explore design management through hospitality world. To discuss this exciting subject, we have with us our today's guest, Ms. Dassel Rodriguez. So let's welcome Ms. Dassel. And so, hi, Ms. Dassel.
Hello,
I welcome
Phyllis.
you.
Hello, good evening, everyone. Good evening.
Good evening. So I'll quickly welcome and I'll quickly give you a little introduction about Ms. Dassel. Dassel, she holds a master's in architecture from ETSAM, that is a Polytechnic University of Madrid, originally from Spain and Switzerland based. She has experience on different project competitions ranging from hospitality, education, and residential. Also being involved with larger scale projects for research, planning, and design practices in developing regions. In addition, she has been teaching and exchanging knowledge for the past 9 years, focusing on a career towards higher education with a PG certificate in high school education by the University of Derby. She has joined SHMS, that is Swiss Hotel Management School, in 2019 as a design and hospitality lecturer. So I welcome you, Ms. Dassel, once again. To all our viewers, if you have any questions or comments, please feel free to write in the comment section and we will try to address as we progress. So let's begin the session talking
Good.
about Switzerland. So, Switzerland is a landlocked country with towering mountains, deep alpine lakes, grass valleys dotted with neat farms and small villages, and thriving cities that blend the old and the new. Switzerland is the nexus of the diverse physical and cultural geography of Western Europe, renowned for both its natural beauty and its way of life. So, with this, I would quickly like to start the Q&A session of today's, and I would quickly want to ask my first question to Ms. Dassel. Related to the topic, what is design management and how does it relate to the business?
Good. It's an excellent question. So, just to start
Thank you.
with, when relating design to hospitality nowadays, I think it goes farther than the simple fact of creating like a beautiful, pleasing space. It actually, when just referring to a nice lobby or a nice guest room in a hotel, um, nowadays I would say it's more, or it's linked to all the different procedures linked to design that helps you to successfully run a business, being that business a hotel property, maybe retail, F&B outlets. So I would say everything nowadays is linked to the end user experience, being that the final customer. And yeah, we relate design to different corner aspects. That's been the product that's been delivered to the end user, the information or the different channels you address that end user can be web design, branded design, social media, and of course the environment, which directly involves, for instance, interior design. By product, I also mean industrial design, more the tangible product. So um, I do not want the audience to imagine we just teach interior design as such, but everything linked to design management and the organization, how to reach your market, and so on. So it's quite a broad spectrum of subjects.
Absolutely. I think this is more broader. It's not just related to interiors of it or just related to the designing part of it, but it's more broader, more related to the business aspect also, as you rightly said. So
Exactly.
my my next question to you is, what do students learn through hospitality and design management course? What exactly
Uh,
do they learn?
Good. I think I would love to specify here. We do have on our Bachelor of Arts like four different semesters, so 4 years, let's say. I think it's worth mentioning for everyone to get an idea. We're year one and year four of the bachelors. We do have common hospitality subjects. Yeah. So the at the end of the day, we're forming hospitality students. They get to know common subjects, human resources, accounting, food and beverage, service, and so on. And it is on year three when they get the chance at SHMS to choose among either hospitality management, hospitality and events management, and then hospitality and design management. So, according to your question, what we actually teach from the third year or year three onwards, more precisely within the design management specialization, it's we do have hospitality design three. We already give some notions of interior design for hospitality on year one and year two for everybody, like all the students. Then we also have more precisely food and beverage outlet design, which, if I do have in the audience people belonging to the industry, it has become quite a big trend lately in terms of also like just interior design for restaurants. And apart from more theoretical modules like those two I have just mentioned, we also deliver the software to students. So there is one module called directly AutoCAD. If anyone familiarized with design tools or design software, we basically teach students how to use the AutoCAD software. And we do have another module called Digital Design and Visual Technology, where they also learn design software, but more specifically for 3D modeling, doing renderings, visualizations, and so on. So it's very, from year three onward, very design specific.
That's quite intense, I think. So this gives an answer, a very straightforward answer, I think, to the student there out, that how in hospitality they could learn design management and what kind of specialization or subjects they would learn, including, learning the software, the designing softwares like AutoCAD, visualization, and the 3D modeling
Firdaus, I
sort
think I'm
of.
losing you a little bit.
Yeah, can you hear me now, Ms. Dasin? So, are you able to hear me, Ms. Dasin? Yes, Ms. Dassel, you're back. So
Can
I
you
think
hear
there
me?
was,
Sorry. I
yes,
think there
no,
was
I
an
think there was
internet
a little
connection.
internet
Sorry.
connectivity issue. I hope now it's better.
Yeah,
So my next
perfect.
question to you is how it is different from learning architecture or interior designing course?
Yeah, good. Another excellent question. So I would say our students do need to, at the end of the day, speak both languages. So the language of design and the language of the business. Yeah, we do have three different aspects that we focus on. That's the narrative and storytelling, of course, sustainability, wellness, well-being, and I would say the main difference from an interior design or an architecture student is that we do add or think about the human touch of it. Yeah. So again, that end user experience. And I give you a very simple example within the F&B outlet design subject, for example. Um, my students on third years, I do teach them how to do the space, the interior design, from lighting to materials, furniture, fixtures, and so on. But they do, or they are also able to develop, for instance, a menu, which is something that an architecture student or an interior design student cannot do. Maybe because he had menu design on his year one, but on top of that, you're not only able to design that space, to give some sort of emphasis to the product in terms of food and beverage and so on through a menu, but you're even able to price up that menu, yeah, because you maybe had food and beverage cost control on year two. So it's the holistic management of everything, and I think that's
Absolutely.
great. That's great. Mhm.
That's very I would say competitive for a student who is learning not only just the designing sense of it, but also learning the business sense of it, and also learning the holistic sense of it, in terms of if someone who is wanting to become an entrepreneur also could be,
Exactly.
having a added
Exactly.
advantage with this.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
It's the product perspective and the design perspective. Product from the terms of service, food and beverage, and then design. You could also give me the needs of the business and the final end
Absolutely.
user, depending on the concept and so on. Mhm.
Absolutely. Thank you. Thank you for that answer. It's really encouraging for our listeners out there who is listening and who now know that, how it is different from architecture or from interior designing. So now my next question to you is, what kind of career student can expect post the course?
Good. Another very good question. We always keep clear that the student, like let's say he or she, you're developing yourself as a hospitality professional in terms of you're not going to apply for an architecture and interior design job if you have not been trained specifically for that. Yeah, we do have the different subjects belonging to all the areas of expertise. However, it's true that due to connections and partnerships that we have within the institution, we do have, in terms of the industry, I would say, would always be a hospitality related job linked to design. However, we do have cases where we do have students working within the design field directly. That deals a little bit with, of course, the skills of the students and maybe have done or developed the right internship. So we do have several examples at the moment, or quite recent students from past semesters where they did a first internship on second year and another one on third years directly on design practices. And then at the moment or currently, they're working for those design practices, being developed as the interior designers. Other partnerships that we have had so far with collaborations or master classes that we have at school, it's more related to design departments within hospitality chain. So that could be Marriott. We do have a collaboration with the global vice president of Accor and Hyatt, and we do have students currently working for them, not as architects or interior designers as such, but more as hospitality professionals or recent graduates that have notions of design, developing new brands, developing new products, and so on. So there is potential, absolutely, like a lot of potential among those two subjects.
Absolutely. It sounds very interesting to me. So, if you could help me know more about the school, the college, SHMS, could you help us take us through about SHMS?
Good. So the schools, so we do have two campuses, one located in Co and another one located in Lausanne. So I don't know how many people like you're related like to Switzerland, but it's just located on the French-speaking part of Switzerland. Co, so well, students mostly do their year one and year two, is just on top of the Montreux French Riviera, so you get to see the beautiful lakes, the beautiful nature is scenery. That's in Co. And then for Lausanne, so third year and fourth year, the end of your bachelor, it's located within like the Swiss Alps, beautiful scenery of the mountains, especially in winter. It's like a ski, very well known ski destination. And yeah, students are in direct contact with nature, which also influences some sort of this kind of a student life environment, and so on. Yeah, it's a very like really good two locations for both campuses.
Yes. And what I know out of my recent learning is that just 2 days ago, we got QS World Ranking, and SHMS stood number third in the QS World Ranking again. So, in the hospitality and leisure management subject specialization, we are at number three in the world.
Yeah,
So,
it's we're very
Switzerland again on the top.
we're very very happy about it. Actually, we made it officially in the school just yesterday, and we got this news this week. So we've been ranked the second best school in Switzerland and the third one worldwide by the QNS
Absolutely
ranking. So
amazing,
that was
amazing.
really really like very good news, very good
And we are at
news.
the right time speaking to the right person coming from the right and the top best school from the world.
Yeah, that's good.
SHMS.
We're very happy. We're
Yes.
very proud about that.
Yes. Thank you very much, Dasil. My next question to you and my second last question to you is: does the student get practical exposure? If yes,
Uh,
then how?
yes, absolutely. Since year one, especially because you do have mandatory internships in between semesters. So you do year one with us first semester, then you need to go into a mandatory internship. Year two, mandatory internship. It can also depend that sometimes we do have students term jumping. So maybe they study with us 2 semesters, the theoretical part on a row, and then they do 1 year internship. But as mentioned before, we do have like an internship and career department or office in both schools, in both campuses. And internships are absolutely mandatory. And on top of that, of course, we do have more practical specific subjects like can be F&B theories and everything related to F&B design. We do run a lot of workshops as well. And if it's also interesting to mention, the internship characteristics depends on the year of the student. So for example, it's good to mention on year number one, the student internship more likely relates to F&B industry, like food and beverage, service mostly. On the second year, internships do relate more to maybe room divisions, front desk, more administrative, like hospitality related issues or aspects. And it's from year three onwards. So when the student selects his or her specialization, that at that internship or that practical knowledge would get more specialized in events, just hospitality or design, as mentioned.
So in design, or as an intern, where does a student can get place if they get into design?
So directly, Thedros, we do go directly with our partnerships or collaborative partners. I give you like also a few examples apart from our main partnership with the University of Derby, where students get to also exchange knowledge and sometimes internships. We do also have the Charter Society of Designers. So these partners are also present in most of our final design presentation. So for instance, when they see a student that stands out, for example, they might want him or want her to collaborate and make an internship with them. As mentioned before, we're in touch with other big hotel brands, like could be Accor, other companies more related to branding, Matter of Form, Stilled, Loro Piana, more branding design orientated. So there's a lot of connection and networking happening throughout the semester that later on or farther on will connect the student. Mhm.
Absolutely, that's really interesting. So it indeed gives a platform for students to network out there
Definitely.
into the market with the designing community people. So the as you said, the chartered associations from the design, I would say specialization is something apart from the industry people. So that's really interesting, and that's something really new for our students who are listening out to
Mm.
you. My last question to you is, how do you help students to find the right career opportunities? How do you?
Good. So, as mentioned before, there is a specific department or office in both campuses. So, for year two and year one, and for year three and year four, it's the internship and career office. Every student gets sort of assigned like a career coach. Yeah, apart from having subjects within the program directly related to develop a proper resume, CV, professional advice, and so on. We do have that on both campuses, and I think it's very good to know we also deal every semester with what we call IRF, that is the International Recruitment Forum, specifically for Swiss education schools, like Swiss education group schools. At the moment, it's just upcoming on the next 2 weeks. On the 21st of April, virtual, and the 27th presential in Co. Just to let you know in general, because I think there are numbers that make sense, we have at the moment more than 25 companies sign up. I mean companies, not properties, so that once you have a look into different brands or chains or hotels, it's actually more than 20, 25, 30,
That's
with a
interesting. That's
total.
amazing.
We do have a total of 400 positions open exclusively to SHMS students. Yeah, I
Oh,
repeat,
that's amazing.
it's a big event that happens or we run once per semester. Students are, I mean, forced or it's mandatory to, of course, attend the event. You do prepare your resume. As I said before, there are specific subject areas where there's a teacher assigned to help them in all the preparation. And of course, sign up to the event and then run interviews with hospitality professionals that are looking for people, yeah, for resources.
That's really amazing. I think that there's an immense opportunity lying out there with SHMS for all our students who wants to now go and join and pursue their career in design and hospitality. So I thank you very much, Ms. Dassel, for joining the show
My
and sharing
pleasure.
such an insightful information. Thank you all for joining me today on our, I would say, interesting topic, that is explore design management through hospitality world. If any of our listeners seek further information on study in Switzerland, please feel free to connect with us on our helpline number 88799 42001, or visit our website Swiss Education, SWITZ education.com. Our experienced counselor will be happy to assist you instantly. My name is Firdaus Sheikh, Senior Manager from Swiss Education, signing off with the promise to come back again on 29th of April, sharp at 5 p.m., with another guest speaking on an interesting educational topic. Until then, think Switzerland, think Swiss education. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Ms. Dassel.
Thank you. Yes, thank you.